Hello and welcome to the end of Bear Care. We'll be continuing where we left off, which, if you recall, was a very cringe-worthy time in which this deer basically thought that a one-night stand meant that he had a boyfriend, and that's not how the world works. So, yeah. Anyways, well, let's continue and see how the bear takes this, okay? Because, ooh, it's just... You're my first boyfriend, and I'm just so... He interrupts me with a loud snort. Did you say boyfriend? He starts laughing. I don't get it. Did I say something funny? I'm not your boyfriend. What? He laughs so hard, he has to put down the glass. It's his laugh, the deep guffle that I've come to love. But right now, it's the cruelest sound that I've ever heard. Suddenly, my whole world is falling apart. He's not my boyfriend. He doesn't love me. I'm just some pathetic guy he fucked out of pity. And I ate his food and threw out his beer and wore his clothes like some garbage version of Goldilocks. It hurts to breathe. I'm garbage. My eyes are stinging. I'm shit. My body is shaking. He doesn't love me. I haven't cried since I was 12. I didn't cry when the bullies tore up my sketchbooks and called me names. I didn't cry when Grandpa died. I didn't cry when every art school in the country rejected my application. But now I'm crying uncontrollably. Every breath of air hurts. My face is streaked with tears and mucus. I slide down to the floor and bury my face into the cushions. Powerful arms pick me up. He holds me tight against his chest, like he did yesterday. He's trying to comfort me, but it only reminds me of what I've lost. I'll never feel these arms again. His chest, his lips, even the pine scent. Never, 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 ever again. I cry even harder, a desperate howling sound. Why? Why? Why did any of this happen? It had seemed as if some benevolent force was pushing us together, like it was destiny or something. Now it just seems so utterly meaningless and hollow. Just a stupid random thing that happened to a stupid, naive deer. Why? My voice is so ragged it's barely audible. Why did you invite me here? He strokes my hair and says nothing for a while, as if thinking, composing his words. Well, the truth is, I haven't been doing too good lately. My boyfriend, my ex, when he left me, he didn't really give a reason, you know? He just said it wasn't working out anymore. His voice has become monotone and emotionless. His paw is no longer stroking my hair. So, the first nights alone, in this empty new place that didn't feel like home, I started coming up with my own reasons. His voice sounds a little hoarse now. He always cared a lot about his looks, you know? Always at the gym, always taking pictures. And he was younger than me, too. So I thought, maybe I just gotten too old for him. Too old and too ugly, just dead weight. What? He thinks he's ugly? But he was so confident with his body yesterday. And anyways, he's super hot. I would kill to have big strong arms like his. And his ass. A real ass. He has beautiful round buns where I have 2 slices of toast. I want to comfort him. Tell him that he's not ugly. But I'm too exhausted, too weak. The only sound that I can manage is a faint whine. Useless. I don't want to be useless. With what little energy I have, I brush his chest with the tip of my finger. He squeezes my finger with his big paw to acknowledge my touch. I know, a stupid thing to think about, but you know. Once something like that gets in your head, it's so damn hard to get it out. I tried drinking it out of me, but it'd always be waiting for me when I woke up in the morning. He's silent for a while, collecting his thoughts. Drinking wasn't helping, so I thought I'd try something else. My mom kept telling me to try yoga. Honestly, it didn't really feel like my thing. I would have probably given up on it. But then I noticed this cute guy spying on me, drawing. He squeezes my hand again. His voice is now full of warmth. It got me curious. It gave me something new to think about. So I kept doing yoga, and you kept drawing. Why would you choose to draw me out of all people? That's what I kept asking myself. I wanted to talk to you so bad. I wanted to know. So that's why I asked you to come over. And when I saw those drawings, they were such beautiful pictures, you know. It was like I was seeing myself through someone else's eyes. You made me look pretty darn good. He squeezes my hand a little tighter. Oh. I felt like maybe I wasn't so ugly after all. It felt good. Real good. So, that's why I asked you if you'd be up to drawing a new picture of me. I thought it'd be like therapy, you know? But when I started taking off my clothes, you got all shaky. I thought maybe you had changed your mind. Maybe I was too ugly after all. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm such a piece of shit. But then it turned out to be pretty much the opposite situation. Well, that was pretty flattering too. I can hear the smile in his voice. So I thought, hey, maybe the both of us could use a bit of fun in our lives, you know? I don't know about your generation, but gay guys my age tend to be pretty casual about sex. I'm sorry I gave you the wrong idea. And I'm really sorry I've hurt you. You're a sweet guy, you really are, but I can't be your boyfriend. Sharp pain. I let out an involuntary sob. Look, I just got dumped by the guy that I thought I'd be spending the rest of my life with. I'm still feeling pretty raw, you know? I don't want to hurt you again. And I'm not ready to be hurt again. Feeling desperate, I want to tell him that I'd never do anything to hurt him. But that would be a lie. I've already hurt him. The door buzzer blares. Peeks his ear. Lifting me gently aside, he gets up to answer the door. He soon returns with a box and sets it on the table. I can smell the cheese from here. What if he hates the pizza too? Even if he's not my boyfriend, I want to get at least one thing right. One thing. I lie on the couch like a rag doll, observing his reaction. He opens the box. The pizza looks disgusting. Puddles of yellow grease dot the pale dairy goo. Dark patches of grease are seeping into the cardboard. What the fuck was I thinking? What's this? Triple cheese? Quadruple. Sorry. Hey, no need to apologize. I like cheese. Either he's lying for my benefit, or maybe, just maybe, I got something right for once. You didn't get anything for yourself? That's all I could afford. Wait, you spent all of your money to get me pizza? I nod, ashamed. He ruffles my hair. You should have told me that you're tight on money. I felt bad for eating your dinner. Hey, don't worry about it. And I didn't even drink your beer. I poured it down the drain. And I rearranged your clothes. I made some room for mine. And I ate your ice cream. He rubs his face with both paws, and then bursts into laughter. Relax. I don't care about any of that. You look like you murdered someone or something. Now, let's eat and then I'll pay you back for the pizza, okay? At least, see if you like it before making any promises. He tears a bite-sized chunk out of the pizza and pops it into his mouth. He chews pensively. His face betrays no emotion. He doesn't say anything, just tears another piece out of the pizza. Then he presses it onto his lips. I dutifully open my mouth to let it in. It's hot. Cheesy. Delicious. The perfect comfort food. He smiles. I can't help but smile back. We go through the entire pizza like that, him tearing off pieces and feeding them to me and himself. When the box is empty, he leans back and lets out a satisfied sigh. He seems to be back to his usual easygoing self. His glass is empty. I discreetly push mine to his side of the table. Not much of a drinker, are you? I shake my head. We sit in silence. He sips the wine. There's nothing left to say. It's time for me to go. I unfold myself and collect my things. Phone, pencils, sketchbook. I then sleepwalk to my clothes. I pull on the jeans and roll the socks and underwear into my pockets. I start pulling off the rainbow top. Keep it. It's too big for me. He gets up and walks up to me. He gently tucks the hem of the top into my jeans. Looks good on you. Wear it with pride, okay? He gently lifts my chin up with his paw. A single hot tear runs down my cheek. My vision blurs. I guess this is it then? I won't bother you again. I avert my face. Goodbye. Hey. I know you're feeling sore right now, but if it's alright, I'd love to stay in touch. If I'm being honest, I could really use a friend. I feel numb, happy, hopeful, angry, sad. I feel everything and nothing at the same time. I let my forehead sink against his chest and then push against it. I can hear his heart. A friend. My first impulse is to leave and forget that any of this happened. Bury myself in work, never talk to anyone again. Never get hurt again. I listen to his heartbeat. I thought I wanted a lover, and I guess I still do. But even just having someone in my life I could be sincere with. It sounds good. It sounds really good. But I can't. I step back. It would get complicated. Well, life is pretty complicated. Look, you don't have to decide anything right now. Take some time to cool off. You know where to find me. I nod stiffly and turn to leave. Hey, wait up! I'll pay you for the pizza. He fetches his wallet and takes out several crumpled notes. That's way too much. Just take it, for the drawing, too. You need this way more than I do. I shake my head slowly. It doesn't really matter. I'm probably fucked anyways. He blinks. What do you mean by that? I skipped work to spend time with you. I don't know if I can finish my assignment before the deadline. If I don't get paid, I won't have enough money to cover my rent. He rubs his neck. He seems alarmed. That sounds really bad. You should have told me you were busy. I wouldn't have bothered you with all of this. Love makes people do stupid things. Is there anything that I can do to help? I don't have any plans for the weekend, you know. I shake my head again. What could he do? I leave without saying another word. The sun is low and the streetlights are coming on. The evening air is cool. The thin piece of pride around my chest isn't enough to protect me from the cold. I shiver as I walk the short distance to my building. I pause at the door to unlock it. The sun sets on a sad little rainbow. I collapse in the front of my computer. What the fuck am I going to do? I need a strategy. I go through the contract looking for loopholes. The document focuses mostly on confidentiality and copyright. And I'm no lawyer, but if I understand this correctly, I could technically deliver nothing but stick figures, and they would still be legally obliged to pay me. Of course, upsetting this client could poison my meager career, and there's always the next month's rent to think of. But it's comforting to know that as long as I make some kind of effort, I won't be homeless. I try to prioritize the work and focus on finishing the most important parts first. If I get the faces and the poses right, people are surprisingly forgiving about everything else. Focus. You can do this. Just draw something and you'll get to eat. Why did I choose this life? I keep getting stuck on this one pose and I can't find any decent reference photos for it. I could try posing for it myself, but the character is a lot beefier than I am. Who am I kidding? The character looks exactly like Yoga Bear. Feeling frustrated, I get up to stretch my legs. I end up by the window. He's sitting on his balcony with a bottle of wine in one hand. I hope it's still the one I opened. He sees me. He waves. Sudden anger flashes through me. I step away from the window. I turn off the monitor. I jump belly down on my bed, seething. I struggle to tear off the rainbow top and then toss it on the floor. Fuck. I'm so angry I feel like I'm burning inside out. Anger at the world where I have to keep drawing stupid pictures or starve. Angry at myself for being dumb and useless and naive and ruining my life and my career. Anger at him for coming into my life, making a mess of it. For rejecting me. For hurting me. For not loving me. My face is wet with tears. Once you've learned to cry again, the tears come easy. I sink my face into my pillow and cry and rage. My brain feels empty and full at the same time. Like my head is filled with white noise. I let go of the pillow. I sob in the darkness until sleep takes me. I lie trapped under a massive boulder. It's crushing the life out of me. The pressure is destroying me. I can feel my ribs giving in. I should do something. Lift the rock yourself? I try to move my arms, they won't budge. My legs are stronger than my arms, perhaps. I focus all my energy into my legs, strain every muscle. My body is burning with pain from the effort. But I'm too weak. The weight too heavy. I give up and lie limp. If I stay like this, I will certainly die. But what can I do? There's nothing I can do. Despair. My lungs burn. How long have I been without breathing? Perhaps I don't need air here. I will remain like this forever. Like a sinner, tormented in hell. Paralyzed on the verge of death for all of eternity. Nothing but endless existential horror. The boulder begins to rise. Something is removing the weight off of my back. Warm sunlight. I can move again. I gasp for air, greedily filling my lungs. It's sweet, like freshly cut grass and cotton candy. I roll onto my back and lie there, eyes closed until my breathing is back to normal. I open my eyes. I already know what to expect. It's him. Of course it's him. He's there, in all of his magnificent glory. gigantic and wondrous, made of rainbows and fluffy clouds. He's looking down at me with kind eyes. White-hot anger flashes through my brain. I get up and stare at him in defiance. I've never been this angry in my life. I feel it bubbling in my chest. Pure, uncontained fury. I scream. My voice 1,000 airplanes. A roaring hurricane. No words. Only anger. I am powerful. I am a force of nature. A raging air from my lungs pulls apart the pink clouds that make up his body. He begins to shrink down and disintegrate, until all that remains is him. And I see him. I truly see him. Not an idea. Not an ideal lover. Not a fantasy. But a person. A person with his own flaws and worries and feelings. I see now I wasn't angry at him. I was angry at Yoga Bear. A fiction I had created in my head and imposed on this man. He smiles, a little sadly, and waves. I smile and wave back. I wake up. I feel empty. But it's a good kind of empty, I think. Like the sky after a storm has passed. Or a table wiped clean. Clear. I feel clear. I know what I need to do. I grab my phone. I open the messaging app. Maybe I should wait. It's still early. Shit, I'm already making up excuses not to text him. Creating distance. Distance has always been my go-to solution to every problem. Meeting new people is exhausting, so I avoid doing it. But that's why I don't have any friends. Dating feels scary, so I don't. And that's why I've been single all of my life. And now I'm doing it again. Avoiding, hiding, running away. But that's not what either of us needs right now, I think. I start typing a message to the bear. I compose long, convoluted messages and then erase them. I stare at the ceiling and sigh. A chime breaks the silence. Good morning, I can see you typing, you know. Flustered, I start typing back as fast as I can. Hi, sorry this is super early and also super random, but I have a small art-related favor to ask. Just a quick reference photo and I can get back to work. Okay, wanna tell me about it over some pancakes? Pancakes? Yeah, you know, regular old pancakes with cream and strawberry jam like my grandma used to make. A great hangover cure, hehehe. So he did drink both bottles. I do need to eat something today. Sounds good. Okay, see you soon then. I pocket my phone and get up. My feet get tangled in something and I almost fall flat on the floor. The rainbow tank top. I pick it up. It reminds me of that selfie that I took yesterday. I take out my phone to look at it again. It is a nice picture. I look so happy. I mean, I was happy. I was happy because I thought I had a boyfriend, because I thought I was in love. But I think it was something more than that. For the first time in my life, I felt that I could just be. I didn't have to worry about people finding out I'm gay. I felt allowed, accepted, welcomed. Free. Maybe I don't need a boyfriend to feel that way? I pull on the rainbow tank, tuck in the hem. It feels right, but also a little scary. I zip a hoodie over the top. Just for now. Baby steps. I baby step my way down to Bear's building. There's a guy having a smoke by the intercom. He stares at me. I freeze and avert my eyes. He's huge. Nice rainbow. With mounting terror, I look down. The hem of the top has become loose. My rainbow is spilling out. I frantically stuff the tank back into my jeans, face burning. He puts out the cigarette with his shoe. Then he begins walking up to me. I screw my eyes shut, ready to die. The sound of sneakers crunching against pavement. He's right next to me now. His fingers on my collar. I know what happens next. I've been here before. I brace for the knuckles. I hear a zipping sound. I think it looks better like this. I open my eyes. His face is inches away from mine. Big brown eyes and an awkward smile. I follow his gaze down to my chest. The zipper of my hoodie is now half undone, revealing a neat triangle of color. I'm too stunned to say anything. He suddenly looks away as if realizing that he was overstepping my boundaries. See you around, yeah? Yeah. He steps back and disappears into the building, a solitary cigarette butt the only proof that he ever was there. I stand still, waiting for my heartbeat to calm down. Did he just flirt with me? And he lives here? And he's kinda hot? I thought there were no gay people around here. But maybe they've all been around me all this time. I just didn't dare to look. Didn't dare to make myself available. There's a strange mix of emotions swelling inside of my chest. Curiosity, who is this guy? Desire, why do my jeans feel so tight again? Pride, I am worthy of his attention. Hope, maybe it's going to turn alright after all. I think I'm going to be alright. The end. Thank you for playing. Thought there was gonna be more, but yeah. Anyways, so yeah, that was the end of Bear Care. So obviously those two weren't going to be, together. You know, the bear and the deer, because obviously that wasn't a relationship. That was just a one-night stand. I guess that they are gonna be friends, kind of. The bear apparently is older, so he's probably like my generation. I mean, I'm 33, or a little older. So I don't know if like Gen X or maybe millennial. And the deer, I guess, is a Gen Z, like one of the older Gen Zs. I don't know. Honestly, I suppose it ended on a good note. I sincerely hope that the deer learns from his mistake, and he doesn't, go into whatever new relationship that he might want to go into so willy-nilly or without really thinking of it, through. And, you have to be friends first, let the relationship develop, and then see where that goes. You can't just be like, oh, this guy's hot, I'm gonna be his boyfriend. Like, no, that's not how that works. And even if you do end up his boyfriend like that, that relationship is probably not gonna last. But yeah. Even with people that say like, oh yeah, I saw him, I made him my boyfriend. It's like, no, you were friends first, you got to know each other. Or you have a really toxic relationship. So yeah. Anyways, so yeah, so what did you think of the ending? I should have probably said at the beginning, like, hey, like, refresh yourself. Watch the first one first and then watch this one. But I forgot. Oh well. Anyways, but yeah. So yeah, write it down in the comments what you thought. And thank you all for watching / listening. If you would like to play Bear Care, or what was the other one? Yoga Bear? Or there was another one. The other one about the end of the world. Oh, Last. Yourself, you can find them over on Itch. And I don't remember if they have a Twitter page or anything. If there is anything that I could link back to Itch, then I will post it down in the description. I don't think that they had anything, not even like a coffee or a Patreon, so oh well. It's not NSFW, so you should be able to find it by just Googling it. Well, not Googling it, going to itch.io.com. Well, no, it's not .com. Going to itch.io, and then in the search bar, typing Bear Care or Yoga Bear or Last. And it will take you to those respective visual novels. And through there, you can also find, all the other ones too. But yeah. Anyways, so I guess that's it for now, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.